it's GenCon 50 time, and we're going to start off with a few interviews. So first off is going to be my mom, Liz Rabbit. Say hello to the rest of the people.
Hello, people.
All right, so first question is going to be, what are you expecting out of this year's GenCon?
I hope, in a way, to catch up on everything I've missed. This is only my second year at GenCon. I know it seems kind of weird, but I hope to grasp the other 48 years or so to get a hold of, see what I've missed. Okay. It's exciting, and I just wish I could have went more than it.
Are you expecting to maybe play more games this year, or are you going to be spending more time in the market?
100% playing games. I got a bunch of generic tickets. Me, my husband Donald, and my 11-year-old son, we're going to sit. Now I'm actually going to play games. Whether I like them or not, I'm going to dedicate to play games.
All right. So it is year 50 of GenCon, GenCon 50, the golden GenCon. What do you think? What do you expect? I mean, it's GenCon 50. How do you feel about that?
I want to see more outrageous costumes. I'm a people watcher. I love just sitting and watching people. I love the parade. And believe it or not, I will actually go up and talk to people in costumes. And I give them prompts if they look good. And I actually really get into just watching people. And I hope to learn a few more things about different games.
So it being GenCon 50, you're expecting a bigger turnout for costumes?
Oh yes, because it's a celebration of 50. You gotta go over the top. Gotta be.
And were you aware that everything sold out? Badges?
Yes, and I was so
tickets,
excited because I got mine. I'm surprised I got mine, but I did. I said, shit, when they sold out. I couldn't believe it. But I'm glad I got mine.
All right, so what are you looking forward to buy in the market this year?
I would love to expand my dice collection. And believe it or not, I want a little book, a notebook that I can keep my personal notes in. When we play D&D around the house, I would like a nice little dedicated notebook.
Are you looking for a leather-bound book, or are you looking for a paperback book?
I would say leather, but I can't afford it, so I'll be realistic. Paper.
Okay.
I'll take paper if somebody wants to get me one. Or a t-shirt.
A t-shirt instead of a book?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. T-shirt of what?
It's gotta say GenCon 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what is your favorite game in general that you maybe hope to play this year?
Citadels. I love Citadels because I sit in the woods. They all think I don't know how to play. They think I'm not keeping track. And then I usually come up and I whip some ass and I win, or I finish in the top 3. Either way, I'm good at Citadels.
So are you looking to play with some other people that you maybe
I
don't know?
would love to sit and play this game with other people, just to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves. Something I can learn.
All right, and last question. So a lot of things are coming out this year at GenCon 50. Some of them are exclusive, some of them aren't, but in general, more than likely it'll be sold.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to buy that's coming out that's new?
I want to get the expansion to Splenda. I like it. I have trouble playing it, but I'm learning. I'm stepping up my game. The one game I truly hate is Seven Wonders. It's so hard for me to concentrate. I usually just end up collecting the king people, the fighters, but Splendor, I want the expansion. I want the expansion. So.
All right. You do still have about a minute left. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
In the future, GenCon's got 3 more years with us. I hope everybody, if you don't know what it is, at least go and experience. You get a natural high of the busyness, the chaotic. It's like an overcrowded cafeteria. You got to go experience it. Even if you don't get into games a lot, there's something for everybody. Everybody. And I had fun the last time I went one day, it wore me out. I go one day this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of walking.
It is. And you gotta learn to walk. If you can't walk, don't go. Or pace yourself. You can go walk for a little bit and sit down. But you gotta at least go and try. You got to.
All right.
Glad I get to go to GenCon.
Thanks for getting in front of the camera, and thanks for answering our questions.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Next up, we have Don Rabbit.
What's up, people?
So, this is GenCon 50. How does it make you feel?
Don't make me feel older. But I am looking forward to it because it's going to be, they're going to put their best face on because it's 50 years, so everything's going to be like extreme. The people are going to be in better costumes, the producers of the whole show, everything's going to be just extravagant. I'm looking forward to all the fun.
All right. What do you expect then out of this year that perhaps maybe you didn't see last year?
Well, it's probably not what I'm hoping there's more room, which they have expanded to the dome, but it is quite crowded in there. I'm hoping more room is what I'm really hoping for. But I'm definitely looking forward to playing a lot more demos than I normally play.
Okay, so we're demoing this year. All right. So is there anything that you're looking forward to buy? Miscellaneous things, dice, other games?
There's a couple games. Mountains of Madness by Yellow is a pretty cool game I've been looking at. It's got some humor in it. Mix it up a little bit, which looks pretty good. Star Trek Ascendancy is going to have a couple expansions out that I've been waiting for like a year. So we can play like 4 or 5. I know the time on that's going to bump it up to probably a 6-hour game, but that's okay. But I am looking forward to the expansions on that. And they are going to demo the Borg. I did read on that. The Borg is going to be demoed. I think that's going to be very interesting.
I think we're all interested to see the Borg.
Yeah, and the other two are the Ferengi and the Cardassians, is the other 2 expansions.
All right, is that the only 2 games you're looking forward to get?
Really, yeah, I want to look at a lot of demos on new stuff that I don't know anything about. Just jump in and play it and see what that's about. Because sometimes when you look up things and learn about them, watch videos on them, it's probably not as exciting as just jumping into something and that you don't know nothing about, and it's like wow, or it's like shit. So it'll be cool with one of those. I mean, right now, Mechs vs. Minions is my favorite game, and we've been playing that probably for a little over a month now. The game I have on hold is Gloomhaven. I've been waiting a year to play that game. I'm looking very forward to playing Gloomhaven, but it is not out yet. The release date, I believe, is mid-October.
This keeps getting pushed out.
It is keeps getting pushed, yeah. But it'll happen. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, anything else you're looking forward to this year?
Probably just seeing some different dice, maybe. I'll be looking at some dice, maybe some paint, because I do like painting miniatures. Probably some more brushes, things like that. I really have a full set of dice, but if I see something unique, I'm going to grab it, snatch it up. I really don't care for the clothing line. I mean, it is what it is. Might get a coin or something, but not really. Maybe a hat. I might go hat.
All right.
And I do get to see Tom Vasel show, and I'm looking forward to that because I really like the show he puts out.
And this is what, year 8, 9?
I believe it's 8. It could be 9.
In a row.
Yeah, in a row. We haven't missed since we started going.
So yeah. As you have about a minute left, is there anything else you'd want to say?
I'm just looking forward to the atmosphere of I love playing games. We have game nights probably at least twice a month, the big ones, and we probably at least play games once a week, at least 1 or 2 games. But I'm looking forward to a game playing extravaganza. We're probably all 4 days we're pretty well booked up of playing games.
Yeah, I think one day we're, what, 8 a.m. to 1 a.m.?
Exactly. Saturday, yep. Gonna need some energy drinks, and I don't know, it's gonna be
hopefully Catan still got their coffee out.
Right. And we're doing something different with the parking this year. We actually got tickets for the parking, which we just went to a certain parking lot and paid $20 a day, but this seems to be a better deal for us where we can pay for the whole week and park there every day and have a shuttle take us back and forth. But we'll see how that works out. This is the first year for that.
All right, well, thank you for your time. Thanks for answering questions.
Later.
All right, so next up we have Luke Winters. How's it going?
Pretty good.
All right, so this is your second year going with us. What do you expect to see this year that you maybe didn't see last year?
Well, it's 50th anniversary, so actually haven't done any research as far as what's supposed to be. available for the 50th anniversary, so I expect more crowds than ever. Much congestion and excitement and hoopla, as the kids say. Yes, and I expect that there'll be long hours of standing around in lines and not actually doing anything. But it will be cool, probably.
All right. Well, speaking of lines, is there anything that you're interested in buying especially?
I assume that they're going to do some, like they did last year, they're going to do their commemorative dice set. I'm going to definitely get one of those. Hopefully it's something especially interesting this year rather than just the, although I'd get it regardless, but hopefully it's like super cool this year, like gold or something else.
I imagine it's probably going to be gold. That's kind of what everything else is themed towards.
Oh, is that what it's been?
Gen Con
Okay.
50 is kind of the gold.
Well, there you go. Probably going to look into potentially another set of metal die, or maybe something. Mostly I like dice, and I'm going to shop around for interesting things. Since I have a large enough collection of dice now, I don't need dice, I need interesting dice. Other than that, I'm always on the lookout for interesting party card games or other board games. And of course, any other thing that I was not expecting, but is definitely up my alley. I'm willing to keep an open mind on all of it. So, but I'm always looking for some sort of interesting con exclusive this year, especially since it is 50th anniversary. So, also hoping, unlike last year, because the line was so long, that I might be able to snag a edition of Shadowrun. Just for my personal collection of RPG books that I never use. So I've got a lot. So
Those collectors.
yep. Just I collect them. Yep.
Okay. I know that you have an event for Starfinder. What do you think about that?
Oh yes. Well, Pathfinder has always been one of my favorite hobbies. I love. There's so many different ways to customize a character. And bringing all of that customization to a sci-fi setting is, well, it's quite a great step forward for them, considering that while there are sci-fi role-playing RPGs, there are not a whole lot of big named ones, or ones that are backed by especially large companies, other than, Warhammer, 40K, and I would say that's probably it. The Star Wars RPGs as well. But doing it in a Pathfinder / using the lore of Pathfinder but many years in the future should be quite interesting. I'd love to see what they do regarding range combat, cover mechanics, and things like that. So it'll be quite fascinating, especially since I'm running a Stars Without Number campaign. I'm interested to see what they do, see if I can implement any of that into mine. So.
Okay. Now this is also the first year you're going 4 days with us as a group. I don't know if you've been other 4 days.
Nope.
Okay. So what are you expecting then out of the other 4 days, or the other 3 days, I should say?
Well, I do believe one day we do have back-to-back events lined up. I think most of them.
8 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Yeah. So I believe you were telling me it's a large amount of learning new board games and things like that. So I expect it to be tiring and a lot of just because mentally fatiguing more than physically fatiguing, but I expect that to be very interesting nonetheless. I do believe, is that the itinerary for every day except for
Thursday, Saturday, Sunday are board game days.
Yeah. So
Fridays are chill day.
Yeah, Fridays are just going to be walking around, screwing around day. So, I expect to learn a lot of things and not remember half the things I learned, but I'm going to try to have as much fun as possible. I'm just going to go with the flow. I decided that I needed to do this, and if I was going to, I was going to do it with somebody who's done it before. So, here we are.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. And do you have anything else you want to say?
GenCon 2017.
All right. Thank you, Luke. All right. Today's the first day for GenCon 2017. We got some biscuits and gravy going on over here.
Yep, fried potatoes, scrambled eggs.
Coffee.
Trying to get a good start On a long day. Long hot day, I should say.
Yeah, we're looking at what, 90-degree weather?
86.
87, but he said the humidity is as high as it can be without raining.
Of course.
Okay.
And we just saw Channel 13 do a newscast for GenCon. The poor reporter don't know jack shit about it.
Oh,
She said only 60,000 people were attending. Wrong. And she said the hottest game this season so far is
Exploding Kittens.
Exploding Kittens.
Which is,
definitely not right.
yeah.
And she said, I'm still talking.
No, you're not.
And she said something about Giants in concert tonight. No. So this newscast.
You didn't know that until I told you
I
something.
know. So I'm just collaborating.
I'm collaborating.
This is
Don't get hurt.
Frank. We picked him up yesterday. We thought he'd come along. Frank.
Oh.
What's up, Frank?
I don't even know when to get that joke.
Frank.
Frank Castle.
Who's Sheila?
What?
You called me Sheila the other
I
day.
didn't call you Sheila.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Ashley.
I didn't call her. When did I call her anything?
During
You
a
call
game.
Beverly.
During a game, you said, "All right, Ashley," or some shit.
I don't know what you're talking about, but Ashley.
I'm not going today. but
Yeah, Ashley's not going today.
Got an identity crisis.
Yep. Doesn't know who she is. So time now is 5:52. Breakfast will be served at exactly 6 o'clock.
Waiting on Luke, man.
We're not waiting on him.
Oh shit.
That's all there is to it. I told him we leave at 6:30 exactly. If he's not here by then, he has missed the bus.
You missed the bus. I am. I'm gonna bring him my breakfast.
Alright, so we'll have the video camera next time when we get either there or close to there. So until then, happy GenCon 50. Alright, we're here at GenCon 2017, GenCon 50th anniversary. We just found our little parking spot. What do you guys think?
Well, it'd be better if we had a shot.
I'm excited about the bean and sugar factory right here. I didn't know that was
It's
here.
fabulous.
It's fabulous.
But seriously, what do we think of the parking?
The parking is nice. The little hobble man is kind of cool.
Yeah, you walk like this.
He's bald and like has a bad hip. Tries to walk fast.
How do you guys like the shuttle we were promised?
The what?
The shuttle.
The shuttle's great.
I'm pretty sure the shuttle is literally right over there, but
Andrew was too scared to
he
ask.
was too scared to ask.
Not scared to ask. I just didn't want to wait.
You got like no teeth.
wait.
Yeah, he's missing like all the front ones.
No, it wasn't.
Wow.
Canines.
Assholes. Alright, so we are currently making our way across central downtown to find the convention center. So we'll pull this back out when we either decide that we're lost or when we made it to the convention center.
It's
So
okay. I have a compass. He has a
oh,
compass.
we're saved.
You got the
We have a
address
compass.
of the convention center on there? Oh, okay. So we're just going.
Okay, so we just played our first game of Gen Con. Today's Thursday. We just played Wizard Kings. What do you guys think?
It was a little iffy at first. I felt like it was over-explained in the rulebook. So luckily somebody already played it and all this.
No, he didn't. Oh yeah. Our instructor was pretty good. It turns out it's actually a lot less complicated than the rulebook would have you believe.
It had a bunch of .2,
Yeah.
3.4, like a paragraph. Yeah.
But
Even
luckily,
Andrew gave up.
it's actually pretty straightforward. It was actually interesting. I like the combat. It's not difficult to sort through who did what and to what effect. I think the scenario we played was a little overtuned for one faction over the other. It was very difficult to actually win as the orc faction, if
Right.
only because there's just so many advantages for the
To being a defender.
for being a defender.
Yeah.
Like defender gets everything as far as advantages go, so that was pretty rough. But it is possible. Just you need to have a lot of luck on your side for those first couple engagements. But man, oh man, that was rough. So
Yeah, we stomped through it.
yeah, it was real rough. It
It
hurt.
seemed like a demo, a game before they actually made the game. It was lots of, just seemed like printed stuff and just little components that really weren't anything. I think they should. It's a good game, but I think it needs work. It's kind of one-sided, and also the look of it is very generic.
Oh,
And I think this day and age, it has to be a lot better than that to sell.
To survive in the
They
market,
said $50.
sure.
It is a good game, but I would not pay $50.
I agree.
For the other things you can get for $50.
I mean, you can get Gloomhaven for what, 75?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Makes a minion.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and we're not supposed to compare games necessarily, but
Right, but
at the same
component
time,
value, I mean,
Now, to be fair, we were playing on
with the water bottle.
to be fair, we were playing on a very small map. It was an extremely small map, and not only that, it was a small map, but there was also a time limit that the defenders actually started on. So it was like
Right,
a clock on that
three
particular
rounds
one.
go.
3 rounds.
Yeah.
You can't make new units. You can't
Can't move through
actually.
here, can't move through there.
yeah,
go
it
around.
was definitely. So what I thought of it was more of a demo game of, hey, by the way, this is a 30-minute demo that you play for whatever kind of game. Like, hey, this is Diablo 3. You have a 30-minute time limit. Go. And that was kind of how it felt to me.
Yeah, and that's a good idea that they set it up that way for sure.
I feel like the way the game itself was kind of set up was more or less meant to be like what they were saying with the historical battles. I feel like this was definitely more toward creating something like that. It was very realistic.
Right.
I feel like in order for it to be a better game, it should have been more fantasy-like. I get the realistic terrains and things like that, but in the same notion, yes, you do have a lot of like blockades that you can't really get past.
Right.
It doesn't really make it as much of a fantasy game when, I mean, there's not a whole lot of fantasy.
Moving and blocking.
Like he said, when he explained it, it's Stratego, except on steroids, which, I mean, that's fine and all,
Stratego's
but
like a, what, 1970 game?
Stratego's $25 on the black market, so.
Right. I did like the terrain mechanics. I think they were intuitive enough. The problem is we didn't get to explore enough of those. Once again, it was a very short demo.
Correct.
Centered around one specific city with a
Right.
huge defender's advantage.
I mean, I feel like
So-
if they let us go out whatever we wanted to go at, and the objective was to destroy the enemy castle,
Yeah.
That would've been
the
a
terrain
better
would have been a lot more usable.
would've
But in our current scenario, it was kind of pointless.
Yeah, plus we didn't have to hold back units to maintain any of our cities because we automatically had
Correct.
them.
Well, me and Joe actually sent that one guy out there to go and like take
he
some
was
cities,
taking some.
but I kind of realized later on that it didn't matter. Even if we block 2 of your coins, it only takes 2 coins out of 10 to actually repair the wizard that we hit.
Yeah. So it's
Everything
just
else dies.
Yeah, and the one you were going to take, the worst you could do to us is take 2 off. It's like, all right, we still have 8. Most of our things cost 1.
Exactly.
The wizard even is only 2.
So yeah, I feel like if we had more time, there should have been played a more full version
Yeah.
of that game. But in this case, I would want to play it again, but I wouldn't want to buy it.
Wouldn't want to be the guy on it. So, Bill, it's a great game. You should buy it. Let us play it.
Yeah. Big
All right.
map, though. You need big map.
Yeah, you need the bigger
You can't do
map.
tiny map. That's all.
So I think our next game's going to be Lanterns. So we're going to look for Renegade HQ in the same exhibit hall.
Harvest Fest casual play.
Yeah.
There is no cash.
And we're going to try hard it all the way through.
All right, so we'll whip this camera back out in a couple hours.
Yeah.
All right, GenCon 2017. Just got back from purchasing the GenCon commemorative dice sets. It was quite the crowd in there.
It was already.
There was an actual line to get the free D6 from Crystal Castle.
First time ever.
Right. We met up with this guy, so we thought he could tag along. We're missing a bard from our party, so we figured that works.
Yeah, I just found these guys too. Enjoyed the party. Figured it'd be fun. Maybe.
Luke's over here looking at some random sheet.
More sheets.
I don't know what he's actually doing. Anyway, we arrived for an hour early for our next game, pirate version of Catan. So this is kind of what we're doing right now. So last game we played, Lanterns. How do you feel?
It was mellow. It was cool, like don't get me wrong, but it just wasn't a cutthroat anything. But the weird thing, we had a 4-way tie, 37.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Each person had 37.
Well, we ended up actually winning a game.
Yeah, that is cool. We did get it.
They gave us gave away a free game between the two groups. Dad ended up getting the winning ticket, but I thought that was really cool. And they gave us a bunch of free stuff, a coaster, which I needed for a long time. So, how do you feel about winning the?
Awesome. Lanterns is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It was a cool game. I thought it was cool because then it became great when I got a free game. I was like, hell yeah.
Right. I mean, how can you
overall,
argue that?
it was a good game. It's cool artwork.
It's pretty mellow. I don't know.
It's a mellow game.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I'd play it, but
We learned it and played it within an hour. So yeah, it's not something that's going to go on the table every day, but
it's a free game.
yeah, it's cool though.
So.
I like it.
All right, so we'll whip this guy back out next time we finish up with this one here. All right, here we are, lunch break at GenCon 2017. We just got through playing Catan.
No, very specifically, Explorers and Pirates.
I think we were just playing Explorers.
Yeah,
They were just playing 1/5 of Catan.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was 1/5 of Catan, and the other half of the board was this shit that you can't do anything with. So it's pretty good.
It was pretty terrible.
That's why I
it was
won.
quite boring.
I won.
Yeah, you did win.
I don't care. I've been on a roll today.
How many have you won?
What was the first game we played?
Wizards.
We won that.
Yep.
We tied for first in Lanterns, and then I won Catan, so 3 of 3. That's a month.
Anyways, so next game is going to be what, Caverna,
Yeah,
which is a 3-hour game.
it's a 4-hour game.
4-hour game.
Caverna.
Nice.
It's a worker placement.
It's a 4-hour game. How does it make you feel?
What do you mean? Is it actually a 4-hour game or is it a 4-hour block?
It's a 4-hour block, but the game itself on the box is 3 hours.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's king.
So, yeah, sounds pretty good.
No, it's not.
I'm interested. I don't know exactly what it is. It's Caverna.
There's no N and there's no R. How is it Caverna? It's Cave Mob. That's a cave and then it's
All right, let's see this in front of. Oh god.
It's Cave Mob. I don't see a Caverna.
That says Caverna.
Where?
The R and the N make the M.
Okay.
That's an M.
No, it's not.
M.
W.
M.
All right.
M.
All right.
That is an M.
Okay. You can walk out. I'm here to play Caverna. Like, that's not a game. Go away.
I'm going to play Caverna.
Caverna.
Cave Mob.
Caverna. Caverna.
Cave Mob.
Okay, we're gonna go play Cave Mob. Apparently.
No, nobody's named Bob. It's one of you.
All right. Well, we're getting ready to hike back over to the convention center. It's going to be a 10-minute walk, so we'll pull this back up later.
Oh, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is GenCon 2017 Thursday evening.
Yep, it is over for us.
How do you feel about your last game that you played?
The last game, which was the Smirk and Daggers in Nevermore, I believe.
Yep.
It was really fun. I really liked it. Dad was like, I win. And I was like, bitch, no, you're dumb. You're dead. Or, sorry, you're a raven. It was really cool. But the game before that, Cave Mob, yeah.
You know it's called Caverna.
Yeah, but on the ticket it looked like a mine, so it was Cave Mob. Cave Mob. Yeah, no.
Well,
I don't like it.
how do you feel after your first day? Are you ready to jump up and down?
No.
You ready for tomorrow?
Yeah. Ready for tomorrow, but I'm ready to jump up.
Right, so tomorrow is the exhibition day, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the day to buy stuff. And we've got,
Ready packed.
yeah, there was a lot of people. Like, there was literally a 10-degree difference between walking in from the area where you play to the area where you buy.
Because of all the people.
Yeah, there was just so many bodies there, just increased the heat temperature.
There was a line for that 3D6 that we talked about. There was a line for the dice. Things that didn't have lines last year had lines. It's insane. Hats for GenCon already sold out. Something else is already sold out.
Starfinder boats.
Yeah, half of the Starfinder is sold out. And
Half Starfinder? No, all the
No,
Starfinder.
half of it.
All of
All the rule books.
Yeah, but I'm talking half of all their stuff.
Well, the other stuff ain't
it. The other stuff doesn't matter. You can't if you don't have the rulebook, you can't play.
They can still sell it at 10% off. You'll kind of know how to play.
But yeah, they sold out of that.
They buy that, like, he was debating on it, and then luckily we talked him into getting in line. And as soon as he got in line, they went down to 50. Then some exhibit hall bought 10, so that was 40. And by the time he got it, there was 30, and then it was done.
Yeah, luckily he got that. He's into that kind of stuff. So,
Yep.
well, we would be doing
If you don't
a
play it, just go read it.
right, just to have information. Well, we would be having an interview with Luke, but he went home, understandably so. But it is 11 o'clock, and
Yeah.
we got to get up at
Long day,
5:30.
it's
So
hot.
Longer day tomorrow.
longer day tomorrow. But tomorrow, more than likely, we'll be getting home a lot earlier, and I plan on sleep.
Yeah,
Just
just
we're gonna need it for Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday's gonna be.
Saturday's an 18-hour gaming day.
Whew.
Like we gotta be there by 8 in the morning, so we'll be up normal time, eat our breakfast, and then wait for people to show, and then that's when we're leaving.
Saturday's gonna be the biggest day, so I'm glad we don't have to go to the market.
Yeah, I looked. The most time break that we have is 2 hours. So that's gonna be probably lunch right there. And we might just get it to
And
go.
dinner, and then use the whole
Like,
thing.
yeah, Chinese food, because it's like $10 for good food. There's, we'll go to the other one, Asian chow. Just cause. I was happy there was no McDonald's downtown.
I'm surprised there wasn't.
I know.
So, how do you feel about Caverna?
I liked it. It's definitely one you can't like have something to do later. You just need to be prepared to take your time. It's one of those, you drink some wine, smoke a cigar, and play for like 4 hours, not being in a
And
hurry.
not do nothing except have
We didn't finish. We had 3 more rounds.
Yeah, we had a good 45 minutes left. Because Luke, I mean, he's 20 minutes all by himself. Damn.
I like that. I kept
But it was good. I liked it. I liked it better than Curricula. I thought there was a lot more options than that.
And then what about Nevermore?
Nevermore was exciting. It was probably one of Joe's favorite games because
It was
it's
the only
Cutthroat.
Right,
Same company
so
that makes
Tavern.
Cutthroat Caverns, so I expected that to happen. I didn't expect to die like I did. It was like, I got everything I need to win. I got all my victory points. Nope, I'm dead. I'm now a Raven.
I was like, I
Just like that.
Give me your help, dude.
I know, that was crazy.
And then
It was a good game. I liked it. I like all of our games today.
The thing is with the
I disliked the Catan Explorers and Pirates.
Yeah, that was
Now, that was probably because we were playing with literally the base
I don't
game.
think it was the
but-
game's fault.
Right. I mean, the way they had that set up was so just like pathetic.
Yeah, our game master.
We strolled over there. There was no one around. There was just kind of like games everywhere. The game master comes over and says, "Yeah, I don't have anyone scheduled or planned, for the next 6 hours or so. So you guys can just kind of use my board games as you see
But I
fit."
need your tickets.
Right, but I need your tickets. Like, okay,
Yeah,
hold
I can't
on.
teach you right now. I'm busy.
And then he said,
And they walked away.
he
Yeah.
said I have to go on break.
Even the lady that came over just didn't want to teach anybody anything. So
The lady on Caverna, she did an excellent job teaching.
yes.
And the guy on Nevermore.
Oh, dude, the guy on Nevermore.
He was
spot on.
exciting and he was
good.
loud and he was on top of it. That was
It
really
was
good.
funny. I liked it.
Them two last people
And,
did an
oh my
excellent
god,
job.
did you see what he was eating? It was a pulled pork bacon sandwich on a pretzel bun. It smelled so fucking good. It's right there in my face. I was, oh.
Oh yeah, he was like holding it right above your head.
I was hoping the water would drip on it and they were like, this is garbage. I can't eat this.
You want it?
That guy was like, this is pretty shitty. I'm just sitting under a water leak.
Yeah, there was just a little steady drip coming
It was
down.
like great.
It was a pretty big drip too. It wasn't.
I like
Small.
I don't mind long games, but when I play a long game, I want to be at home, somewhere I can be comfy, not sitting at a convention.
I agree. I mean, I don't enjoy the chairs they provide there. I mean,
Yeah.
the convention chairs. I mean, that's fine. But
Yeah, they're not that good.
like Saturday, man, my back's gonna be killing me because that's gonna be those chairs all day long. I mean, we've got at least a 4-hour game of Godfather.
Oh yeah.
So
we're playing Godfather.
yeah, playing Godfather.
Yeah, far.
Matt does not have a ticket for that. We couldn't get it to him, but we weren't going to relinquish that game just because
So
Matt
maybe
didn't have it.
somebody won't show up. We'll have
I don't know about that. That sold out first round. So,
Well, I mean,
yeah,
we'll
we're
see.
playing that Saturday. Tomorrow's just going to be buying stuff. As far as what I have set out to kind of look for, I do want to get a journal. I would also like to get some sort of token, yeah, that I can pass out as inspiration for D&D, only just to have it. I feel like it's kind of just something that's passed around. It's in like a nothing. It's
He's gonna have
insignificant.
Yeah.
So I want to get something kind of hardy for that. Might look at getting a couple more dice sets, but to be honest, I might just get a pitcher and just kind of have it.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
Or no, you're gonna be like John on by 7 sets, and then one day just lose them.
Bro, I'm just gonna throw them in the street.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
I mean, that's what anyone who has complications, they just throw their dice in the street. We did win lanterns, by the way.
Yeah, the free game.
That's gonna go right into the collection.
So when it was, you sat down, you played it, they didn't collect the tickets, and so we sat down, we taught ourselves how to play, because we got Andrew. And so we played. And then this GM just randomly shows up, he's like, "Now I'm gonna give everyone a ticket that played the 2 games, because there's a second table playing right next to it." And he said, "I'm gonna shuffle them up." So he puts them in a box, closes it, shakes it above his head. Takes 5 minutes to open it because he closed the box upside down and didn't want to flip it and just like let the box fall out on its own. He had to pry open the sides and pull it out on it and do a bunch of weird shit. Then he put it back over his head, shook it around, shuffled it, and then he grabbed one. He said, "And the winner is 250. And they all start 250, so he shouldn't even say 250. And he just called the number, and I saw mine was 8, so I knew Dad's was 9.
And mine was 7.
And all the people were like, "Well, this is pretty good. Get a free game."
We had a 50% chance of winning that.
Yeah.
You guys realize that?
Because we knew
Yeah.
all 4 of our group, and their group, one of them was a new guy, so they
Yeah.
had a 75. Or no, they had less.
No.
Because no matter who got it in our group, we would give it.
All right, so we're gonna close off here, and we'll pull it back up tomorrow morning. We should have Curtis, David, Matt, Casey, fucking Luke, me. Katie's not gonna come to our house.
No. Oh, okay.
Katie and Matt are gonna already be there.
Yeah, but we'll meet them.
Maybe.
Flying squirrel.
Katie doesn't play
It's a
Sims.
Mayfair truck.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. Those
Yeah, we're gonna. If you're not gonna see this in time, but we're gonna be at the Mayfair truck over there on Georgia Street. So
stop by and say
yeah,
hi.
right. If you're, we're gonna be gone, but by
Yeah,
the time you see this, but hey, if you still want to go there, it's cool.
You'll be able to stand in our footsteps.
Georgia Street's it's a great street. I mean, let's be honest. It's like if I had a street, it's a pretty good street.
Georgia.
I'd go to Georgia.
But all right, so it's 11 o'clock. We gotta get up at 5:30. Good night.
Yep, you're not.
Yeah.
All right, GenCon 2017. Today's Friday, second day of GenCon 50. This time we have Lyric going with us. Or Casey. Look, your official name is now Lyric because
That's who I am.
it rolls off the tongue much better. It does. It's Lyric Edwards.
Streaming, YouTube, everything.
Right, I mean, that is your other alternate ego, so.
That is.
Yeah, he got an upgrade to his sword. It's an actual, LARPing sword. It's really nice, well balanced. I tried it out. It's pretty cool.
Does it work well? Yeah, it kills.
Joe's going as alternate Punisher today. Instead of.
boss version. When he's fighting John Travolta.
Oh, right.
He's kind of shitty. And you just have to go out, walking through the parking lot.
There you go. Are you going to hook someone to a car?
Yeah, that's what it felt like last night.
Great.
Sweet.
All right, so today's your second day at GenCon, Casey. How did you? How was your first day at GenCon?
Some lines.
I did a lot of walking,
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of looking. I did play test Dwarven Smith, which is going to be, looks like a pretty good game when it's all fully set.
Oh, you actually play tested something in the exhibit hall. Sweet.
Yeah,
That's
there
cool.
were short people, they didn't show up, so they were like pulling people, and I said, okay, I'll play,
Yeah.
put board.
They give you any kind of sweet merchandise?
Nah.
No. Okay. No, I didn't think so.
Just
Play testers usually
advertisement
never
to go
do.
online and
Right.
help support them.
Of course. I don't know what that's for. So yeah, what are we? You know what? We're gonna go eat some Hardee's,
Yeah.
and maybe I actually have heartburn, so I probably won't.
I would definitely get something light if you ever.
Yeah.
Their cinnamon rolls is just great.
I'm not getting a cinnamon roll.
Similar reason.
But anyway,
I see some of them.
so I'll probably get
It's cinnamon biscuit.
like a small
Raisin
coat,
biscuits.
and just leave it at that.
Raisin biscuit.
But, oh, here comes someone from Mad Max.
Your hair is looking pretty nice over that, Eric.
All right, so we're gonna get off here and we're gonna go get some hurries, and then we're gonna whip out the camera and hopefully have the rest of the group here. Maybe not though, because no one else is riding with us, so who knows what's gonna happen. All right, so until next time. All right, GenCon 2017 Friday. We're here at Georgia Street.
Yeah, we're living it up.
We just received our coffee and pins for the Mayfair Games little van here. It's a van. So today we're gonna be buying stuff. So
I'll buy his hat.
what this is your first year here at GenCon. What do you plan on buying at the shops?
Well, I got some dice. I'm thinking I can afford to add to my costume. Here. Maybe some games.
Some games?
Yeah, maybe.
What kind of game?
I don't know. I'm taking some recommendations.
There's like 1 million games here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so some games and some costume stuff. Okay.
All right.
I would like a hat, but I've been told you're so
How are you holding up your badge?
I like hats. Don't wear them, but I do collect them.
hat.
Well, since you can't get a hat, what would you like to get?
A coffee cup.
Okay.
Yeah. and I
Sure,
don't
you can
know
find
where
one of those.
it is.
I'll show you where it's at.
$20. Coffee cups.
No. But it's my one day, so, and I hope to see a lot of shit. I hope to look around and see a lot of people.
You got sugar.
All right.
There's a lot.
Luke,
Like it's
what is
sweet
your
like
plan
life.
today for buying stuff?
There's a couple of interesting dice booths I want to check out. I want to see what Dwarven Forge has this year. And there's this place called 66 or Studio 66 or something like that. Apparently they have a unique or unusual dice. I'm gonna check them out. Spin a wheel, maybe win something. And then I'm just gonna be window shopping for anything that catches my eye. And I do have a couple of things bookmarked in my coupon book that I'm specifically
Your eye
gonna check
falling
out.
out today?
Yeah, just stick it on
If I can
stuff.
be close by, I can catch your eye.
Oh,
If you need
be
to.
like, got it.
I have got it.
Alright, thanks.
We have to have at least one dad joke for the video, so that was it. At least one.
Yep.
So Nathan, you have like zero monies. What do you plan on doing?
Pickpocketing.
Oh, okay.
He's your cobalt.
The little kobolds.
His name is what is his name? Bola. His name is Bola. Bola.
Leave the E off, man.
Not Ebola.
No, he's a Bolo.
So what do you plan on looking at, or what are you interested in?
I'm hoping that they're gonna have the magic cards and today the card tower.
It won't be complete today.
But it's right inside that door.
Yep. We pass it on the way out.
And I'm
Winning
gonna go
win.
see the dice tower show.
Nice. All right, Joe.
I didn't bring any money on purpose. Everything's like 20% there. So just going to look around, see what I don't want.
All right.
Oh, that's what I don't want. I don't want one of those either.
So you're just gonna like stare at the Pokemon and be like, I don't want these.
I hate them.
All right.
I did buy this though. First purchase of the
Oh,
day.
that's nice.
Nice. You didn't even get that here.
I know, but it's the day.
I
of
also got
All
that.
right.
She's not like it.
Remember 2 years ago?
All right.
I got those
Dad.
Yeah.
What are you doing this year?
I'm looking for Alan. I'm lost today, probably. I can never find him. There's a couple games I got my eyes on, but they might be.
Alan!
They might be sold out. I don't know. But I was gonna be checking out the board games mostly and watching the Tom Bassett show.
Okay.
And no, it's not.
We're looking for Alan. So
Alan!
We haven't found him yet. We were looking for him yesterday too.
Every time one person says
no.
Alan, somebody needs to echo.
no, this is
loud.
gonna be annoying.
I'll be
real
the
quick.
echo.
Anyway, so we're actually waiting for Matthew, and we're waiting for Curtis, and we're waiting for David.
Basically,
Well, I'm not. I should rephrase that. We aren't waiting for them. However, we are expecting them.
Have you heard from them this morning?
I have not.
No?
No.
That's not a good sign.
Nothing has been said.
We're expecting the worst and hoping for the best.
What would be the word?
So my theory is, my theory is that Curtis and David are going to get up too late. They're going to drive here, and they're going to find that there are no parking spots available. They're going to have to drive back just like Vince and Gabby did, and then they're going to have to Uber here. Or Luke thinks that they might just stay home.
I think Matt will have intentions on getting here, but he may not be able to find a ride.
No, I'm pretty sure he has a ride.
I have to watch
I
out.
think Matt's going to be here.
One of his ex-girl.
Oh,
One of them named Katie.
He's got like 7.
Yeah, that's like 7.
that was Alan.
No, it wasn't Alan.
That's not out.
All right. So it's 8 o'clock right now. It doesn't open up until 10 o'clock. So
We have a game.
we do not. We are only going to be looking around and
Looking for Alan.
looking. No, we're not looking for Alan. And we're going to be showing Casey here the ropes of GenCon. Because yesterday he was just kind of lost in the crowd.
Hey, you know that
What's completely lost?
space tray thing?
I found some guides
Yep.
and just walked around the booth to see what was in there. It's quite cool. Got to play test a game. You know, even though I wasn't registered for any.
Right.
So that wasn't too bad. It was actually quite fun.
You did play that one of those simulation games too.
I did play a simulation game too. It's pretty cool. First time, lost, but that's okay.
Honestly, I had a picture that you were standing in a line all day yesterday, and then you asked the line before, and people just told you that it was for like the bathroom or something. And you've been like, God damn it!
That was close.
God damn it! Well, he's never been here before. He kind of just walked off. And I was like, what game you playing?
Get out
Home.
your sword.
He's got it right there. It's on his belt.
Playing the home game.
Make him walk.
Well, I just called Matt. It answered, hey Matt. And it kind of just said, and then he fell back asleep. Not up yet.
Good.
And I don't have any of the other dudes.
I do. I can give him a call.
I mean, if we sit here all day, we won't meet up with them because that is bush.
Right, the beer garden is
Yeah.
right behind us, so eventually they would have to come through here.
Oh, Big Dirty Mario got to drink early.
All right, so I'm gonna pull this back out later once we've gotten a few things and stuff like that, or if we see Curtis and anyone else.
Noodles!
Bye. All right, it's 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon of GenCon. We just bought quite a bit of stuff. Joe, what did you see that you liked the best today?
I'd have to say it'd have to be all the weapons and the knives. That's something I kind of want to come back to when I get a lot of money next year. Now that I got a good paying job, it's time to save. I'm not going to go into debt, fuck that. But the knives are really cool. I'd like to get more into them because I am a knife kind of guy.
Knife kind of guy.
They're nice.
Luke, what did you see and or buy that you really enjoyed today?
Let's see. There was the Dogmite Games booth, which was shocking. I didn't know that they had a booth, first of all, but they actually have some of their adventures cases, all their other really cool dice boxes and things like that. So they've got a lot of really cool stuff there. And a little tired. It was nice to see them have representation at GenCon. Even got to meet the owner, and they have a lot of really cool promos going on. So I was pretty excited to see those guys for sure.
All right, Ashes players, let the begin.
Right there.
What did you see and or buy that you liked today?
He made me sit and watch Tom Bassett.
Didn't like that too much?
It was all right. I laughed, but I froze to death. From 1 to 3, it was cold in there. You can see your breath.
Oh, that's why you guys didn't text us. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what did you like that you bought or didn't buy?
Upgrades to my outfit.
All right.
Like that. New musical instrument that I probably will not be proficient in, as since I am a bard that's not proficient in any musical instrument. And just kind of got some some guys, got some games. Free games.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what did you really like that you did or did not buy?
So I bought Nevermore and the expansion.
Oh, okay.
So I think you bought it too?
Yeah, I bought the game Nevermore and the expansion.
All right. Well, we can play 2 games at the same time.
Y'all are pretty gay.
We got 2 games from Nevermore.
Nice.
With the expansion.
Well, apparently we really
Although
liked that game.
Given out at New Year's.
Game of Nevermore.
Or not.
Might as well.
Yeah, we already ate.
You ate Chinese.
No. We ate at a food truck.
Oh, Edward is out there somewhere.
What did you like, Nathan?
Ask him. No, we didn't walk around.
All right, he sounds excited. What else did you get?
Let's do that.
Not alone.
Nice.
Actually, Stronghold produced it.
Oh, they ended
Remember
up
those guys
being
didn't have, they made the game, but they didn't really have somebody to
right. Okay. Well, I also got from the Nevermore section this game, Sutaki.
Oh, they're cool. Yeah, I've seen that.
That's basically all the games that I got because, you know, I figured 2 games were enough.
That's gotta be good.
Got Pit Crew.
Well, that already looks boring. All right. No.
I like that one.
I already did. That's everybody.
Got me some D6.
Are they Tom Vassell D6?
Always.
They're not the small ones, they're not the big ones. I don't know what size they are. They call them a certain size.
Oh, I seen her around too. I've already seen her.
These are moms. These are mine.
Some you can see a little better.
Yeah, I like the size. I think they're a good size. Mom got those.
I just got some pirate coins for inspiration.
Oh, did you?
I couldn't find anything else. I would much rather have found the coin booth from last time and bought, you know, 20 of one coin, but I didn't see him.
I think so.
As of right now, David and Matt and Katie and Curtis and Ryan are lost somewhere in the con. So I don't know where they are. Last time we saw them, they were smoking a cigarette outside.
You know when you go get your free GenCon guy, you get that. I get my book to get my coupon. No coupon. I lost it.
Oh, you got none alone.
So he gets a dime.
Yeah.
Puts it in
Nice.
bags and I can have it.
Stronghold
It's not right.
game produces it.
I did not get my
Yeah, man, we
GenCon.
played it last year.
Yeah, we played it second demo.
They sell them for $2.
And it got Tom Bassett seal. So they got this free app I found. It's Cards vs. Humanity. You can play it together. You all download it. They can just link in and play.
All right, so we're gonna get off here, take a little break, and see if we can find the rest of our companions.
Maybe take a longer break.
All right, so today is day 3, Saturday of GenCon 2017, GenCon 50. We played quite a few games today. We still have one more left we're gonna go to. Joe, what was your favorite part of today?
Playing automobiles.
Automobiles? Yeah.
Pretty cool, something different. My next favorite would be actually Mystic
Veil.
Veil. That was really cool. It's a deck builder where you actually build cards. You're not just like, oh, this goes on that deck.
You have to speak up, please.
You have to actually sleeve certain cards to make the cards do what they want. So it's an actual deck builder. I thought that was pretty cool.
The card builder, deck builder.
Great, you actually had to build cards. That was pretty cool.
I have the same feeling on the games today. Automobiles and Mystic Veil. They go for the best games today. I did like Godfather, but it didn't seem as
It was too easy of a
mob
replacement.
worthy.
I agree. If I'm gonna play a mob style game, I think Nothing Personal still holds the best one.
Yeah.
Just because the way it's set up and the style of it, it's very cutthroat.
Yeah, I didn't feel this one was as cutthroat as
Right.
it needed to be.
I mean, it was still a good game.
Yeah, it was
I
a good
don't know
game.
if I'd pay $65 for it.
Right.
But yeah, automobiles is definitely something I wanted to leave the con with. But thanks to banks and their security, my card has been frozen. So I was only able to spend $200 at GenCon. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm going to consider it bad.
It could be both.
I'm going to say bad.
Okay.
Which is a bad thing. I was willing to spend another $200.
Jesus.
Oh, you have things to sell me?
You got a game?
You have magical items?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Let me see what I got in here.
So what did you guys think about the Atlantis, Looting Atlantis game?
It was okay.
How much would you pay for it?
$20.
You'd pay $20?
$20 like 8 years ago.
What would you pay for it today?
I wouldn't buy it.
All right.
I wouldn't pay for it. I
Okay.
wouldn't buy it.
All right. Yeah.
I got too many games like that.
I was
Listen,
upset that I
look,
spent $2.
I thought it was a pretty good game as far as like something that someone created. Like good job. And the guy was there to teach it himself, so I think that was interesting. He got it published. I mean,
It's
like
an okay beginner game.
yeah, but it's definitely something I wouldn't pay for to have in my collection.
Right. It's not a collector.
Also, the guy who was teaching it was very weird, very controlling.
Yeah.
Also, he knew all sorts of sciencey stuff that he was trying to implement, but we weren't getting because we're not scientists. So he was trying to explain how quantum matter worked and like all sorts of everything, and no,
Like, sir, we don't
it
care.
just wasn't gonna work.
We really don't care. We're just here to play games.
We did meet up with Matt and David and Katie at one point today. Saw
And
David.
Casey?
Well, I was getting to that.
Oh, okay.
I was getting to that.
Okay.
All right. So we did see David and Katie at one point, and then they never again. Saw Matt once, and then he came back, and then we played a game, and then he left forever. So that's
lost.
good. He did lost bad. It's fine. I take that back. He beat me. I don't know how. Yeah, I had last in that game. That was Mystic Vale. I sucked at that game.
He was pretty.
Like,
I got second.
sucked so much ass.
No, I won. Yeah.
But
Yeah. I was right behind you though.
I won.
and then we met up with Casey.
Like an hour ago.
Yeah, it was like an hour ago, and he went to go eat, which is why we're doing this now. But we're gonna go back and play Dysonstein.
But earlier
And we're gonna
today,
leave.
I hung out with Matt, Katie, David. So that was a bit pretty cool. And what we did, we went to go eat lunch. And Matt bought me lunch. We got some pizza. The downtown mall pizza, pretty good. I suggest it next year. And
You don't suggest that you go on there.
I'll know when I see it. It'll always be there.
Uh-huh.
It's the one with 2 employees. They have 2 employees.
It's pretty good.
It was pretty good though. And so after that, we asked for a convenience store. This lady said, go in between the 2 doors. So we go in between there, and it's just a bunch of staircases. We got trapped in the hall of staircases. Had a bunch going down, a bunch coming up, and we went all the way down. And we tried to come all the way back up, but we got lost. We didn't go up the right one, so we went down all the way again and then ran all the way up and found the door was locked. So we ran back down, went out the door into the mall, like the actual outside world. It was weird. And then we went back inside, back up the stairs of escalators.
Outside world.
Yeah, we were outside. It was dangerous.
Whoa.
And then we went all the way back up the escalators and found the convenience store.
And what did you get there?
What?
Matt needed a cigarette. And we're like,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So nicotine, good.
Yep.
That was a danger.
I'm glad. It was worth it.
It was fun.
It's definitely worth it then.
So what happens when you follow 3 people? Too much coffee.
Yeah.
GenCon coffee.
Yeah, GenCon coffee. 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 Right. So we didn't buy anything today.
Nope.
We checked raffle tickets.
Yeah. Lost.
That was it.
On the raffle ticket.
There was quite a few things I wanted to buy, but again, my card's locked. So, any regrets you guys have about GenCon that you maybe wanted to do, or
I'm thinking
did-
my Friday, I don't feel like I played enough games.
yeah?
I think next year I'd like to go 3 solid games. And if Mom or Nathan want to go next year, I think I'd just take them on a Sunday.
Mom's not going next year.
And then that's fine. And I'll just go Thursday, Friday, Saturday next year, but play games all day, all 3 days.
And then take Nathan Sunday.
Because Friday, I only played one game and watched one show. I mean, I shopped a lot.
Better than what I did.
I feel it was wasted.
That was my only game.
But Thursday and today are really good gaming days.
Yeah. Yesterday was kind of a drag for me. I just regret not having enough money to shop.
Another video we need to talk about yesterday because we didn't even talk about yesterday.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll do that in the next segment.
It was pretty much shopping.
Which will be before this segment.
Yes.
And I didn't take
You've already seen it if you're watching.
Yeah.
Huh? I feel like
At least I didn't blow
I
it
feel
up
like
with
next
cigarettes
year,
and alcohol.
we're gonna play a lot more later games. Is what I feel like. And if they have the parking pass, we're getting the parking pass, and we're leaving out the early part. There's no point in doing the early part if we have the parking pass
We'll
because
just come in downtown after everybody's gone to work, like
9 o'clock. Yeah, I mean we left here at 9 and it was perfect. I mean there's still plenty of parking spots left where we go because we had a pass. You couldn't just walk in there. So I feel like that's definitely the way to go because
stay till like 2 a.m.
yeah, well, it doesn't even have to be 2 a.m. It could be 12. But I mean, stay later than 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just
One day early for the paper.
right. But even then, I mean, it's not that great. It is ritual. I mean, I'm willing to do that the first day. Well, we could do it Thursday.
Yeah.
First day, kick it off. I definitely feel like I need to do less shopping on one day and more shopping on multiple days. Because it really drags that one day out as far as it does because there's nothing else to do. And it makes kind of every other day. Well, the thing is like today we had scheduled only games. And I played a game today that I really wanted to buy, but I didn't have time to buy.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
we don't have time to do that.
Right. So I'm thinking next year we need to have a 3-hour window every day. Or even 4 hours. We could do a 12 to 4 every day. Is times when we can go eat lunch, buy games, buy dice, stuff like that.
We need to do.
Or 12 to 3 or something like that. That's what I feel like should
I
happen.
think that's a better idea. Better kind of back.
And hopefully next year, if we're doing everything correctly like we just said we would, then perhaps Sunday we won't be as tired as we are today. Because what really exhausted me was getting up early.
Yeah, we started off in the hole and we weren't able to gain back sleep time.
I mean, that's 3 hours every morning that we were just kind of wasting.
Yeah.
On doing nothing but spending energy.
We were all running on like 4 hours sleep every day.
What exhausted me was cramming one day worth of shopping.
Yeah.
Because you gotta walk to this booth, and then it's the gnomes doing the gay shit. And then you gotta remember werewolves. This was cool, and then you gotta run back over there, buy it, and then you gotta keep constantly shopping and shopping. And I mean, they give you a good amount of time, 10 of like 6 o'clock. So that's like 8 hours of shopping you can do. That's a lot in one straight day of constant shopping. Because it's not like you can stop and look. You have to just keep going.
Right, and we
around.
get our books on Thursday, and we don't have time to look at the coupons.
Yeah.
It's nighttime, we're tired. We played games all day, so we go the next day. Still don't look at our. I haven't used my coupons.
I don't even know where mine went.
You don't even have.
I got the
yours
CD6.
disappeared.
I'm cool.
So yeah, if we had that window every day,
fish.
we could go over our coupons, shop.
I
eat,
think
like
that's
you
about
said.
the only regret I have is just doing things differently.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We're not experienced yet, even though this is like year 9. We'll get there. But hey, we influenced more people to come this year with us, so that was fun.
Yeah, we had almost everyone except for David had a 4-day pass.
Yeah,
and
but
Jonathan.
he did come back 2 days.
Yeah, he did come back with Curtis's pass because apparently Curtis was only going 1 day this year, which is fine. I had a great time at GenCon 50. I expected it to be a little more of a spectacle of GenCon 50, but it wasn't. I felt like there was no real like, hey, it's GenCon 50, come see us for this one-time only deal.
Hey, it's the same thing.
It was the same thing, yeah, which is fine. I mean, that's acceptable too, but I did expect there to
The
be...
people who hadn't been here for their first one, I mean, they're great to them. To me, it was the same. The crowd, I don't think was an issue. It seemed the same crowd as always.
I think the buying hall was a lot more cramped on Thursday. Because I did go in there real quick on Thursday, and Thursday was... Whew.
I think it was mostly because of the lines of the free stuff being given out, and it was just like back.
Yeah, that could have been too.
Because there was a lot of areas you could just walk freely, and that was pretty cool. I think they widened it.
No, they did.
Yeah.
Because the hall where we continued to walk into every time to go play the games, that wall was actually slid back. When you walked through those doors, you immediately went to the playing area.
Yeah, I mean
So-
the walk aisles are even wider. They made it just a little bit wider all the way.
Right. Well, I'm saying they shifted the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a James Bond in there. But anyway, all right. So anything else you guys want to say?
It's been fun though.
Yeah. It's tiring. But
It's always tiring.
Yeah, it's always tiring. Still the same tired every year. Like, okay, get a vacation from GenCon. Tired.
That's okay. It means you got it right.
It always
Yeah.
makes you feel like when you sign up for it, it's like, man, it starts as only 4 days. Then when it comes, you're like, damn, these 4 days need to hurry up.
Yeah. No, I don't know about her yet, but
Right.
Well, you're thankful that it's only 4 days. That's for sure. But yeah,
Well, I think if we fix the sleep problem, it won't be as bad.
that's the end of it.
all right. Thanks for watching.